Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I am sharing with you all of my ins and outs for 2024, my resolutions and what I want to change and get better at. If you're interested, then keep on watching. Alright guys, so this was a highly requested video from y'all a couple of weeks ago on my question box, and I wasn't really planning on doing this, but I thought, you know what, I can just share with y'all what my plans are. I love a new year and I love a fresh start. I don't know why, it's just like very fun for me and enjoyable, and I took some time today to write down what I wanted to improve and what I wanted to get rid of, and I wrote in my little book. I'm gonna share with y'all. I broke this up into kind of like categories to help y'all understand, and if you want to do this with me, grab a pen and a piece of notebook paper. So I just wrote at the top my word for the year. I've never had a word for the year, but this year I'm gonna have a word. And I know, you know, like resolutions are resolutions, and for me it's more just like trying. I'm trying something, and if I fail, I fail. I'm just gonna keep trying, or I'm gonna figure out what works and I'm gonna try something else. And so for me it's just like a motivational thing. My personality is very like self-motivated usually. Last year for me was not. I really had a hard time adjusting to 4 kids, and I feel like my whole year was just like rocked, and like it was just weird, and I struggled. So I am going to share with y'all my word for 2024 is discipline. And I'm choosing that word because last year I was not disciplined like in any area of my life, I feel like. And yes, I know I had a baby, and some of y'all are gonna think I'm being too hard on myself, but honestly I function so much better when I'm disciplined compared to when I'm lazy. And you know, I just want to get better at something, so that's what I'm doing. So discipline is going to look a little different in certain areas of my life, so I'm going to share with y'all what those are. So my goals I broke up into categories. My first one is a spiritual goal. My goal for the new year is to read through the whole entire New Testament in the year. I've always wanted to do that. I've always wanted to read the Bible in the year, but I'm going to start with reading the New Testament. I thought about starting with the Old Testament, but honestly, I'm gonna do the New Testament because I want to prove to myself that I can do it. And if I finish it sooner than the year's time, I'll move to the Old Testament. But I'm gonna start reading through that and not rush through it. When I've tried to read through the whole Bible before, I kind of rushed through it like to get done with it just because it's a lot. And I think I was too like immature at the time to be able to handle that. So right now I'm just going to do the New Testament, and if you want to do it with me, I will link down below on your phone. I had no idea that this was like a thing, but it's cool. There's only a space for 150 people, but if you download the Bible app, I put a link in the description box for y'all. Y'all can join the Bible plan that I'm doing. So like today is January 1. You read Matthew 1, Matthew 2, and then whenever you're done, there's this spot called Talk It Over, and anyone who joins, we can message each other like what we thought when we were reading, which is really, really cool. So it's a way for me to like interact with y'all. So I shared this on my Instagram, my Facebook, and I'm going to share it here. There's only 150 spots. So if you want to join with me, we can do it together throughout the whole year. If you are not like a techie person and you don't want to do it on the app, I did find like a printable version. I'll put that in the comments too. It walks you through, it's basically like 4 or 5 chapters a week, and that'll get you through the New Testament in the year. And then I feel like once I'm like confident enough to read through the New Testament, then I'll do the Old Testament. And then to be more bold and share about my faith here on social media. So those are my goals. If you want to do it with us, please join. All right, so then I do have some work related goals, which I'm probably not going to share with y'all. But I am just going to try to continue to be consistent with YouTube videos. Maybe try to branch out and do some types of videos like I've never done before. I am gonna have like my camper video soon. Lots of y'all like day in the life videos with me. I'm gonna keep doing that. But yeah, work related goals I probably won't share here. All right, so finances. A lot of y'all have been interested in that. So I will put a clip here of the budgeting envelope system that I'm doing. One of my goals is to get back to using cash for spending because it just helps so much with saving money and being on your budget. I will link my financial like planner down below if you want to download it and get it. It basically has room for like meal planning, grocery shopping, planning out your spending, tracking your budget and everything. You can download it. You can use it for every month of the year. There's a spot for January through December. You can print it out if you want. You can just use it on your iPad with like a pen. But I'm planning on continuing to use that for my finances to keep us on budget with the cash envelope set up for variable spending, not my bills. All right, some more financial goals that I have are to cut back on spending, which I'm going to use the cash envelope for that. Pedicures at home. I am not going to get pedicures in 2024 unless I have a gift card or unless I got like birthday money or something like that. But that was something that I kind of started doing the past couple of years, just maybe like every other month. And honestly, I can do it at home, save my family some money. We're gonna save for Christmas every month. We're gonna save $100 a month for Christmas, and then in November we will have $1,100. That's the plan. And we are going to meal plan a month at a time. So in my meal planner, I will link down below, there's a month calendar, okay? Every beginning of the month, I'm going to meal plan a month at a time. And I'm gonna leave space for nights when we eat leftovers. I'm gonna write down when we're gonna be busy or not there. I'm gonna meal plan a month at a time because sometimes if I try to do it weekly, I just look up and it's like, I already have to meal plan again and I don't have anything planned and I'm behind today and I just go to the store and get stuff. You know what I mean? It's not like, it's not beneficial. And so when life gets busy, I'm gonna have this meal plan and I'm only gonna meal plan 12 times a year. Like what? 12 times a year. I'm gonna look at my fridge, my freezer, my pantry. I'm gonna try to plan shelf cooking meals. We're gonna do it. And then I do have some health related goals. I mean, shouldn't we all try to be healthy? I'm going to try to lose the rest of the baby weight by summer, which is like 10 pounds. So I feel like 6 months is like a long time. It's like a healthy amount of time, right? I'm gonna try my hardest to do that. And one of the ways I'm gonna do that is to choose a different type of workout challenge a month. So every month of the year, I'm gonna try this instead of like, I don't know. Like before with resolutions on trying to be healthy, I would just say like, oh, I'm gonna work out. Well, it wasn't like enough for me. Like, you know, I just wouldn't work out. So this is gonna be kind of more like a plan and a motivation. So different ways that this could look is like in January, every day I'm gonna get 10,000 steps. Boom. That's it. It fits my life. It's something that like I can do. And if 10,000 is too easy, I'll bump it up to 15 or 12. Another thing that this could look like is walking 100 miles in January. So I can't decide what I'm gonna do yet. I think I'm gonna do a certain amount of steps a day. But you could walk a certain amount of miles. And so like if one day you can't walk, then the next day you just walk more to make up for it. Another thing that you could do, like you could do running or you could do biking. You could do workout Monday through Friday, or another thing you could do is walk a certain amount of minutes every day. So you could do 30-minute walk every day of January. And then I will link down below like a tracker for you to do that, and you just like highlight as you go. Like if there's 100 little spots for 100 miles in January, as you do it, you highlight it to see how much you have left. It could also be digital too. It doesn't have to be paper. But that is a workout goal that I have of mine. I currently lift weights 3 days a week, but walking is also good like mentally, like some mental health. It's good for me to get out of the house. It's good for me to walk. I can also use that walking time to listen to my Bible, to keep it with the reading plan. I can also listen to podcasts. I can do some work related things, answer emails, or I can just listen to music. So I feel like the walking is gonna be really beneficial for me. So that's like a little bit of a mental thing. And then the last thing is going to be waking up before my kids. So this is something that I used to do, and it was so good for me. And then I had the baby, and you know, when you have a baby, it's just survival mode. So now that the baby is almost a year old, which is really, really sad, he's almost a year, I feel like I'm ready to wake up early again. So I've been waking up at 5 o'clock this past week after Christmas. It's been great. Even though the baby's been waking up with me, because he's like going through a leap or something weird. He's trying to drop a nap, so his routine has been a little off. I'm gonna keep doing it. And my other kids, you know, they don't wake up till later, so it gives me so much time to do things, to be alone, to read my Bible, to drink my coffee in peace. It helps me mentally, spiritually, just so many things. I'm gonna get back to that. So that's the type of discipline that I was talking about that I used to have, that I haven't had this year. And I feel like my life was so much, not better, but like, it was beneficial for me to do that in so many ways. So I'm gonna try to get back to that. Those are my resolutions for the year, my ins and my outs. I'm gonna try to eat better, and we'll see where it goes. You know, 2023 for me was a little rough. Lots of things happened. I became a work from home mom, which has not been the easiest. Who knows if I'll go back to work this year. I'm not saying no, I'm not saying yes, I'm just waiting. You know, God might have that in store for me, maybe he doesn't. I'm open to whatever he wants me to do. I also had a 4th kid, and that was an adjustment. 4 is a beast. My husband worked a lot of hours this year, which was honestly really hard and not fun. But I'm looking forward to 2024 and everything that it has in store. Thank you for being here. Y'all are very important to me. I hope that y'all have a lovely new year. And if you have any resolutions, comment down below. I would love to hear them. Y'all stay tuned. My next video is going to be a major shelf cooking video for y'all in a couple of days. Y'all stay tuned for that. I will see you on my next video. Bye, everybody.